What's going on, guys? Old Uncle Lee, bullgearrc videos. So this week we're back to Ugly Bubba. This is Bubba time. So, a couple things I've been doing, guys. I've been waiting on some pieces and parts, and been messing with the Traxxas a little bit. But anyway, like I said, we're back to Ugly Bubba this time around. But before we do that, a couple things. WYN Scalers. That's a group I met while I was, I met one of the guys anyway, while I was up in the Buffalo, New York area. And anyway, these guys got a Facebook group. They're a group of scalers. They just did a G6 event Sunday, this past Sunday, which I missed because I had to fly back to Texas. But anyhow, I'm gonna give these guys at WYN Scalers a shout out, and y'all go check them out on the Facebook thing. Now then, another shout out here. Look what I got in the mail. It says, have a little voodoo, brother. Yes, indeed. These come from RC Voodoo. These are some windshield wipers for Ugly Bubba. So we're going to be putting those on there. Put a little voodoo on Bubba. Because Bubba going to need a little voodoo. Now, one of the things I'm noticing here, guys, when I'm looking at Ugly Bubba, we got more room in the back than we do up front. Now, it doesn't look like my rear axle is sitting in the center of this fender well, and well, I think we want to take care of that. So yeah, we're going to extend the links in the back, and we're going to give Bubba a little bit more wheelbase, see if we can center these up a little bit better, and also that's going to give us a little more clearance up here in the front on this fender flare. Also, one of the things I never did in the past, like I said on the last video, was upgrade the servo mount. So yeah, we're going to be installing a hot racing aluminum servo mount, and then this, guys, is something I've been waiting for right here. We're going to do a bullgearrc videos on, well, enveloping. This comes to me from JEC Racing. Now this, guys, is something that I've been waiting for. This is my new servo. Now, I had a Savox on here before, and I really wasn't that happy with it. So after a little research, we find the REEFS 555. Guys, this is a metal case. This is waterproof. This is titanium gears and rebuildable. The rebuild kit for this is like 25 bucks. Get you some new gears in there. And at 6 volts, this is 500 inch ounces. And then if we turn the voltage up, we get 555 inch ounces of steering force. So yeah, that's a little bit more up to Ugly Bubba standards. Let's see if we get this thing out of here. Look at the package a little bit. All right, guys. Man, if this thing's as tough as the packaging, this thing's gonna be bulletproof. Man, that's a good looking servo. Look at there, look at there. Yes, indeed. REEFS RC 555 ounce heavy duty titanium gear servo. Comes in this neat little package. Got some steering horns, got some other stuff. Looks like we have a nice little decal pack here, maybe. Yep. Good stuff, guys, because you know we want to build Ugly Bubba right. Yeah, some little steering horns in here, different varieties. Here's our specs. High torque digital, high voltage, coreless, waterproof. Internal all titanium gears, all metal casing. Bearing type 2BB, weight 2.2 ounces. Torque 500 ounces at 6 volts. 555 at 7.4. Speed 0.2 seconds at 6 volts, 0.17 seconds at 7.4 volts. Yep, BEC is recommended. So yeah, guys, that's we're gonna try out this stuff right here and see how good we like that. So anyway, that's what we're gonna do. Let me get this thing tore apart and we'll get in here and do some stuff to it, and we'll be right back. All right, guys, so we've been doing a little work here. As you can see, we've installed the hot racing aluminum servo mount. We've installed the 555 REEFS servo. We've installed the battery tray. I've had to cut the ends, both ends, out of the battery tray to make it work because we reversed the transmission. So anyhow, the old battery tray, the way it was, wouldn't fit in there with the transmission reversed. But anyhow, I hooked up, you know, because we wanted to center the servo, and now we have some steering. So anyhow, there's that part. Next we're going to get into the links in the back, and we're going to lengthen out this suspension a little bit, or the wheelbase. So we're going to be wider, we're going to be longer, and then we'll get into tuning some of this front shocks, because I do want this to be a little bit lower as well. So anyhow, let me get back at it. All right, so now we got the longer links installed. So yeah, let's turn this thing over now, put some wheels and tires on it, and see how she looks. All right, so we've now extended the rear about a 1/4 inch, and we centered this up quite a bit better than it was before. So I'm liking that. We also got a little bit more angle on our rear shocks, which is also something I like. Now we were riding high in the front. This thing was nose high, and it was drooping in the back. So what I did, I didn't like that. I want the front where the weight is to sit down. Now on the original Ugly Bubba, I left the shocks in their original positions. In other words, stiff in the front where the weight was, loose in the back where the weight wasn't. That's the way the SCX10 tube came from Axial, and I just kind of left it that way. It worked for me. But this is a new truck. It's a lot heavier, and I need to get this weight down. So I did basically, you're probably familiar with the what they call the free suspension upgrade for the SCX10 where you take the rear shocks, move them to the front, and then in the back you would swap the rear shock hoops around so that you could angle the back shocks. This one has shock hoops built in, and they're adjustable, so we got them set all the way to the front, and we put the stiffer shocks on the back. The back's not drooping anymore like it was. So for now I want to try it this way, stiffer in the back, a little bit higher in the back than in the front, keep that front weight down low, and see if this will climb without wheeling. Keep that front end drove down close. So anyhow, guys, that's what we've done this time around. We're getting closer to getting Ugly Bubba out on the trail again. REEFS 555 servo. Swapped the shocks around, extended the wheelbase a little bit, and yeah, I'm thinking I'm liking this stance better than having it nose high, because it was sitting up here like this, and yeah, I like it better down low. So anyhow, guys, till next time, old Uncle Lee, bullgearrc video said I'll see ya.